Good day. Today we're going to be looking at factoring trinomials. Now, go ahead and try the warm-up. I have given you what you should get as an end result, but try foiling these just for practice. These trinomials can be factored back into the two terms that we had before, a product of these two binomials. In order to do this, we're going to figure out integers, so numbers, that multiply to the C term and then add to the B term. Now, I have some important information there for you to write down, and we'll use it here in a minute. So the question we have is, what two integers have a product of 12 and a sum of 7? Multiply to C, add to B. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to break down the factors of 12. So 12 can be broken into 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. Now, if you don't know how to find the factors in your head, Desmos will come in handy. Type in the number you're trying to factor, in this case 12. You always start with 1, that gave me 1 and 12. Erase 1, go to 2. 2 and 6, erase 2, go to 3. I get 3 and 4. If I go to the next number 4, I'm already have it written down here. I don't have to write it again. These are all the factors of 12. All right, that'll work for any number you want to use. Once you reach the halfway point, you can stop typing them into Desmos. Now, we're going to look at the sign in front of the positive 7. This tells me the sign of the bigger of the numbers is positive. So it needs to be plus 12, plus 6, plus 4. The second sign means if it's positive, they are the same sign. If it is negative, it is the different sign. So this means it's the same sign. So the front numbers, the small numbers, will also be positive. Now let's add these. 1 plus 12 is 13. 2 plus 6 is 8. 3 plus 4 is 7. I was trying to add to 7. 3 and 4 are my numbers. Now let's write this out as two binomials. X plus 3, X plus 4. You can distribute this to see if it works. Check your work. You're going to get X plus 4X plus 3X plus 12. This is X squared plus 7X plus 12. Finished. It did work. Moving on. I'm going to do one problem per each of these 4 sets. Then I'm going to give you a moment to pause it and to work the other 3 problems. Once we do all 4 sets, I'll go back and show you the answers to check your work. For number 1, a squared plus 10a plus 24. My factors of 24, 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6, and that's it. The bigger number has to be positive. They will have the same sign. Which one adds to 10? That would be the plus 4 and the plus 6. These are the numbers that I want. So I have a plus 4, a plus 6. Finished. Pause the video and try 1 through 4. Now, I said I would go back and show you the answers. I do want to do number 4 real quickly. When you do this, the factors of 1 are 1 and 1. They add to 2. So you're going to have y plus 1 times y plus 1. This could be simplified further because these are the same thing, and I'm multiplying. Therefore, this is equal to parentheses y plus 1 squared. All right, let's move to set 2. In set 2, I'm going to do number 8. Factors of 45. 1 and 45. 5 and 9. Finished. The big number is positive. This tells me they are the opposite sign, so if the big number is positive, the little number has to be negative. Negative 5 plus 9 is positive 4, which is what I'm wanting. There's my factor. C minus 5, C plus 9. Try 5, 6, and 7. Okay, that's set 2 finished. Set 3. K squared, number 12, K squared minus 12K minus 64. My factors of 64. 1 and 64, 2 and 32, 4 and 16, 8 and 8. Okay, that's finished. My big number is negative. They have opposite signs. The big number is negative, the little number is positive. Which ones add up to negative 12? That'd be 4 minus 16. Here's the numbers I'm wanting. K plus 4, K minus 12. Sorry. $16. Try 9 through 11. All right, one more set to go. Set 4. X squared minus 11x plus 24. My factors of 24 are 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. The big number is negative. They have the same sign. Which of these add to negative 11? That'd be negative 3, negative 8. Finished. Pause the video, try 14 through 16. All right, here's your answers to those. There's sets 1 and 2. Sets 3 and 4. Now, what if I told you there is an easier way to do all these problems? So in this mixed problem section, mixed practice section, you have all different types of these problems. Now, I'm going to show you how to use Desmos to do these. You can save time on these problems, and it's not that difficult to do so. Here's how. Let's look at number 13. If I type in my equation, x squared minus 11x plus 24, I am looking where my graph crosses the x-axis. So it's those 2 points. It will cross the y. I do not care about the y, just where it crosses the x. Look at what my factors were versus what the graph tells me. The only thing you have to do is flip the sign of the numbers. So let's try number 19. Now it says y squared. Desmos graphs in terms of x, so you have to put x. X squared plus 13x plus 40. Click on my coordinates, negative 8 and negative 5. My answer, y, instead of negative, I need to flip the sign. So y plus 8, y plus 5. Finished. Pause it and try the mixed practice. All right, I'm going to do 2 of these, and I'll let you try the rest. For these problems, you have to check for a GCF first. When you check for a GCF, you have to pull it out before you use Desmos. Number 24, the GCF I can pull out from 2, 8, and 24 is 2. That's going to leave me with x squared minus 4x minus 12. Now I can type in my expression into Desmos. You only have to type in this portion. I'll show you that on the other problem here in a minute. But when I do, I'm going to get a crossing at 6 and negative 2. So it's going to be x and positive 6. X and negative 6. And then x and positive 2. Make sure you drop your 2 down. There we go, finished. Let's look at 28, and I'll show you how to type it in Desmos. 5x squared y minus 15xy minus 140y. My GCF for the coefficients is 5. For the variables, I have a y in every term. I am left with x squared minus 3x minus 28. Make sure you drop your 5y down. The GCF has to stay with it. For Desmos, I'm going to pull in okay, fine, I'll just do it the harder way. I'm going to put in the x squared minus 3x minus 28. There's my 2 numbers. You have to flip your sign. So it's x plus 4, x minus 7, and I am finished. All right, go ahead and pause it. Try those mixed examples, and try these with a GCF. Here's your answers. That is all that I have for you today, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening.